Our intention today was to raise this tent as the presence of the five elements. When earth, fire, water, air, and space are in balance, then the result is good tasting tea. This tent, this structure itself is a mandala. It has four gates, north, south, east, and west. The north is connected with wind, and that would be the bubbles swirling out of water as water is being boiled. That would be the air that's displaced that has to suck into the vessel as the water's poured out. The south would be connected with earth, and so that's the vessel, or you could say that's the tea. The west is connected with fire, which is the mystery of the power of the infusion, the heat in the water, which is in the east. As much as Tealchemy is based on my own kind of exploration of my own spiritual path and the dance of the five elements. I just hope to meet everyone where they're at and invite them into a space of connection, delight, and wonder before they leave for parts unknown.
I think for the same reason that I felt the need to build Samovar, there is a need for people overall to disconnect from their hyper-fast, hyper-digital lives. And as long as we're still made up of mostly flesh and blood, we have a need to experience our sensory experiences and to connect with people and to slow down and to operate at the pace of a heartbeat. And tea really allows that. It's been around for so long, thousands of years, because it really allows that. You can't continue to move at the speed that memory on your computer and cell phone continue to increase. And you just have to step back. And I think that's where quality of life comes into play, where you just stop, you take time for yourself, even if it's only 5 minutes, and you just slow down. And tea is really a great tool for that.
I want to talk about the authenticity of tea. What is real tea versus what is out there? Every culture has, maybe every country has its own tea culture. Most countries in the world drink tea. And when tea started in China, it was a medicine. Then it became a tonic, something they discovered, well, it was so good for you, why don't we drink this every day? Let's make it so that it's drinkable. So they learned all kinds of ways of growing it, harvesting it, processing it, making it a really complex beverage, the likes of which rivals wine. It's really a treasure. Tea has, a whole slew of health benefits that are proven by, Eastern and Western science. What are the top 5 antioxidant foods? All you have to do is open any magazine and the tea will appear in one of the top 5 antioxidant foods. And so people become aware that, we live in such a fishbowl of polluted substances, and anything that can cleanse the pollutants out of our bodies, we should probably consume. And so that's why a lot of people are becoming interested in tea.
For a variety of reasons, historical, economic, technological, we are now living in a golden age of tea. It is a tea renaissance not only in the consuming cultures, but it's a tea renaissance in the producing cultures. The Chinese have been liberated only in the last 20 years to grow tea as artisans again. For many, many, many years under the People's Republic, they were growing tea as essentially a commodity. They were growing it and selling it by weight, not by quality. In the mid-80s, after Deng Xiaoping had started his transformation of China, they were freed to grow their own tea again and sell it as they wished. On the consumer side, it was because of access through air travel and a certain kind of affluence in the West that made it possible for those who were curious to go all the way to China or Taiwan and start to buy really, really high-grade tea, pay the high price for it, and bring it home. But amid all of that, there's still a true and authentic tea renaissance among the craftsmen and the tea masters who will sustain and perhaps even transform a several thousand-year-old tradition.